Welcome back to my channel. As I mentioned before, for me, the toy line for the first Star Wars movie, A New Hope, as it was called later, is the best and most complete of the three original trilogy movies. And today I want to talk about one of the big vehicles that was released there, the biggest play set that I think is in the kind of Star Wars line is the Death Star space station, and I talked about that already for the first movie. I think two big size vehicles were released. One is the Millennium Falcon, as I mentioned that I think in another video already, and one is this one here, that is the Jawa Sandcrawler from 1979, and I'm very happy to have one of those because it was very difficult in Europe to get these, and normally we just had this Land of Jawa paper bag landscape playset, but this one here was very rare. And I think I only got that in the beginning of the 2000s when eBay started. So very happy to have that, and I think it's a fantastic toy, and reminds me a lot of my childhood. Actually, is great sculpting. It's really like I see this vehicle in the movie. It's quite tall, but since it's a vehicle that has wheels, I think it's not, you don't have to fly around with it, so it is manageable to fly around with it. Yeah, and good also that they did here these I'm not sure how you call this tank-like wheels or tires like in plastic, and just put a tire below with a rubber, so that this there are other vehicles that have this kind of transport mechanism by rubber, and from the 1970s, and it's all deteriorated by now. Yeah, so here they didn't do it, so it still looks actually a great as a great toy. Yeah, and it looks like very original. One thing that was not very well done is this flap, because I think it often breaks here under certain parts. It has a typical it's plugged in here, and the more often you use it, the more often you open it, it will definitely break someday. Yeah, so this is something that was not very cleverly done. Mine is still intact, and I don't want to stress it too much. But the battery is of course not in. I think there's also a lid here on top. I don't know if I got that still. There's a ladder here. I'm not sure why it's detachable, but it's supposed to be here. And if you can see it inside, this is it's very dark inside. It's not really nice to play inside as a play set, but still they have pegs here, so you could put a lot of figures inside, and here you could put bigger figures like the tall ones. And of course, if you go upstairs, you can actually, I think if I open this, there's a bit of light coming in. You can see you can put a lot of Jawas inside. Yeah, so this is actually a great play set. Could be a bit nicer if you can open the top lid maybe, but is this darkness, I think, is like in the movie. It was very dark inside of this Sandcrawler, if I remember correctly. And you have still here behind, you have 5 pegs here, 3, 4 pegs here in the medium area, the middle area, and then another 3 on the cockpit area. So this is really fantastic. You can put a lot of people or Jawas inside, and a lot of the droids maybe also. Yeah, good. As I said, I already prepared here. There's a droid. Later we will bring him down with a elevator-ish kind of thing. A similar mold is actually used for the AT-AT, and there they improved the the lid or this hatch to open, which is more longer lasting. This one here, I'm sure someday it will just break, yeah, but until then I will keep it closed. Maybe this is a safer way. Currently I'm not playing with it anymore, so it's fine. Here on top you see there's a few old stickers that with a lot of buttons that can be used by the Jawas. 3 drivers could be, or pilots could be used inside, so that's really a great great detail if you look inside there. And oh no, I just saw it. I need to open this again because of the oh no, it's still there. Okay, because of the droid. So this is the cockpit. Inside you could play if you have smaller hands, not like me I have now. So this would be possible, I think, with smaller hands and these smaller Jawa figures. It works very well. And maybe I look below also that it was originally radio controlled. I'm not sure if the engine still works. So here's an on and off button. Mine is off currently. Behind you see nice sculpting of the nice molding of the engine. The imaginative engine, the real engine, I think, should be somewhere below. Yeah, so yeah, that's great just to have this in your hands. I think this is one of the best toys I have in my Star Wars toy line. And yeah, it's very nice. Have here still a window. I think you can also see that in one of the later movies. And here is the famous, this I often used actually, is this lift, which you can turn around, and then you see a droid appearing here. I think it was mainly made for the Astro droid, so for R2D2 or R5D4, but they fit in very well, and it looks really cool. I think if you see them here in the vehicle or getting out of the vehicle, you need a bit smaller hands for adults. I think this is not made for adults, which is great because it's a kid's toy. And yeah, it's just fantastic to look at, to have that on display, to play with it. It offers a lot, and it's just massive. It looks like a tank, and compared to the other vehicles that were available at that time, it's just a great vehicle and great toy. Yeah, and I think it's one of the greatest in that Kenner Star Wars line, the vintage line, like from 1977 to 85-6. Yeah, so I really enjoy it. I'm very happy to have it, and it's so iconic for it. And I was so happy that there was these vehicles were also reused in the Mandalorian series that was shown recently. So yeah, that's a great toy for me. What do you think about this vehicle? Did you have it? Do you know it? Does it bring memories back to you? Or do you prefer the newer versions? I think they made some in the 2000s like this. And yeah, what is your thought about it? Please let me know in the comments. And yeah, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and then I will continue with Kenner Star Wars toy reviews. Thank you very much.